Hi, Phillip Mountrose here with Margaret, going to do a demonstration of the field of pure potential process with EFT and more. Uh, and it dealing with the field of pure potential, by the way, is a field of energy that's beyond time and space. There's no agendas, no expectations there. So you take your issue, you take your life to this place of unlimited potential, of pure awareness. And from there, things can change pretty remarkably, as we'll explore with Margaret today. So we start with something we want to improve in our life, right? And to live more from this place of pure potential. Margaret, we were talking a little earlier about a relationship with a person who was demanding more of your time than you wanted to give. Do you want to explain that and the feelings around it?
Sure. This is a very good friend of mine who I've known for very many years. And recently he's gone through some changes, so there's less people in his life. And so I've taken on a more important role as a friend. And so he really would like me to be calling him every day. And I, it's, I, I love him and I want to support him in his changes, but at the same time, I'm feeling a lot of pressure at this calling him every day and getting a little bit I guess I'm getting a little frustrated because I have my own things going on, and so it seems like I would like him to be understanding of that.
Hmm.
And so
So you're
I'm
feeling.
finding myself getting a little short with him sometimes when I am talking with him because I feel like I heard this yesterday and the day before and the day before. So
So you're feeling some pressure and frustration with them. You're not really sure what to say or how to handle the situation.
correct, yeah. I don't want to hurt his feelings, um, but I'm definitely feeling a little bit I'm feeling stressed by it actually. I mean, what do I say? How do I get some control without feeling like I'm hurting his feelings, you know?
Right.
Mm.
I understand. So we're going to, now that we have an idea of the process of the issue, and we want to measure the emotions involved, the contracting stressful emotions. You mentioned pressure, 1 out of 10, 10 being total. What number would you give it?
Eight.
And frustration.
No, that's high too. I think that's probably a nine.
Okay.
Mm.
So, yeah, and they might be you're feeling pressure from the situation. Are you feeling frustrated from the situation or over what to say to them? What are you frustrated about?
Um, I think it's a combination of both. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes I think it's more it can switch. So sometimes the frustration is more about how do I address it, and other times it's
Right.
how do I do it? How can I be this for him every day, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, frustration because of the pressure, and then
Yeah.
frustration. I'm not sure how to deal with it. So it might, we might be able to get both of those things. And when we do the process here of pure potential with EFT, the special affirmation is even though I have this, or even though part of me has this issue with pressure and frustration in your case, I open now to the field of pure potential where anything is possible, or I just open to the field of pure potential where anything is possible. Um, and that's the basic affirmation for that. And then we'll do the EFT tapping points and reevaluate. Before we do it, we're going to do something that's optional, but we find it's very helpful if you connect with an angel for support and resource and go to a special place, which could be a mystical mountaintop, a place of resources, a higher place, which is sort of a pure potential place in itself where you're going uh, prior to doing it. So we're going to add that to the process, although it could be optional. So in terms of connecting with an angel, one angel that Jane and I here at Awakenings Institute have been working with recently is the Archangel Orion, named after the three brightest stars in Orion's belt, and sometimes called a cosmic or galactic archangel. angel of oneness, angel of manifestation, seems to be very accessible. Have you ever connected with this angel before?
No, I don't believe I have. It sounds very interesting because I can see the correlation between pure potential and galactic angel like that. So that sounds really good.
Right, right. And again, you could pick any archangel too for doing this process, and then we'll go to this mystical mountaintop or a higher place, a place of pure potential in your mind as part of this healing transformational process. Okay, so if you want, you can close your eyes and relax a little bit more, allowing yourself to be in the right place and breathing in pure potential and your own energy back, reclaiming it with the breath in and slowly exhaling, releasing what you no longer need, maybe what you picked up along the way. And as you're breathing in these pure, clear breaths in through your whole body and exhaling, releasing what you no longer need, that will be a signal that you can open up to Orion's energy, who can connect with you in any way that's right for you now. And just open up to the Archangel Orion's energy now. And it may be a feeling, an image, a sense of
Actually,
something. Yes.
yeah, I have a sensation in my heart, my upper chest area, that it's opening. Um, hmm. Actually, seeing a star system here, like a
Mm-hmm.
big galaxy swirling around. Very interesting. Hmm.
Okay. Any other images, messages, communication coming through from Orion?
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting. I'm seeing lots of like stars shining in my peripheral, and hmm, I think that I have the sense that anything is possible, and there's something about lighting my way. So
Mm-hmm.
about this process is it's gonna light my way. Hmm.
That's powerful, lighting my way. And
Yeah,
while you're lighting your way, we'll take the next step of going to, it could be a mystical mountaintop or a place in the universe that's perfect for you to open up to pure potential, a place beyond time and space.
yeah. I think it's just going to be out in the universe because I'm finding myself like in this galaxy now where
Mhm.
there's just stars swirling around me, and hmm, very very beautiful. I don't think I've ever been here before.
Okay. So that is a place of infinite possibilities, pure awareness,
Hmm. It
potential.
feels like it goes on forever and ever. It's just open.
That's beautiful. So taking that, now we're going to do some of the healing, the pure potential affirmation with holistic EFT. And we can start to say, and it's good to say it aloud because when you say it aloud, you have more conviction and clarity in connecting with your senses. And you can either put your hand over your heart to start or tap the side of the hand, sometimes called the karate chop point, or just putting your hand on your heart and breathing. And you say the affirmation based on what you said, even though I have this pressure, even though part of me has pressure and frustration, I open now to the field of pure potential where anything is possible.
Even though part of me has this pressure and frustration, I open now to the field of pure potential where anything is possible. Even though part of me has this pressure and frustration, I open now to the field of possibilities where everything is, whoops, where anything is possible and miracles are happening. Oh, I'm getting confused, Philip. I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay because sometimes we talk about miracles. So even though I have this frustration and pressure, I open now to the field of pure potential where anything is possible.
even though I have this pressure and frustration. I open now to the field of potential where anything is possible. Even though part of me has this frustration and pressure, I open now to the field of potential where anything is possible.
Yes.
Even though I have this pressure and frustration, I open now to the field of potential where anything is possible.
Good. We're of the field of pure potential.
Field of pure potential where anything is possible.
So we're going to tap the EFT basic pressure points to balance the energy in circuits. So we tap uh, the top of the head. You could say like this issue or this situation, or you could be silent.
So this feeling that I'm having,
Okay.
but I'll just say this
And
feeling,
you tap a few times gently, and then tapping the eyebrow, either or both sides gently. This,
this feeling,
this feeling, or these feelings. Okay, and the side of the eye, these feelings.
these feelings,
Under the eye, these feelings.
these feelings,
The no under the nose, these feelings.
these feelings,
And the chin, these feelings.
these feelings,
And the collarbone, and the under the ridge of the collarbone,
these feelings,
touching or tapping these feelings. Under the arm, these feelings.
these feelings,
Tapping or uh, embracing yourself under the arm. And then we do a reset process where we tap the top of the head, and we can say again, I open now to the field of pure potential.
I open now to the field of pure potential.
And we tap the heart now, breathing where anything is possible,
Where anything is possible.
and breathing. So we integrated the head and the heart there, breathing. So we did one round of the field of pure potential process, and we check back in to see what's changed. You can open your eyes, coming back.
Well, I feel a lot lighter. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm still, I mean, that whole process, I was just out there in this vast space, and I really felt like anything was possible. Um,
Mm-hmm.
huh.
So coming back to your feelings about your friend here, what's it like now when you check back in?
It's a pretty major shift, to be honest with you. Um, like it's almost gone, which I find quite remarkable because that was, they were pretty intense.
You mean the
Um,
frustration and pressure
yeah,
feelings are gone?
it's virtually gone. I feel like so much lighter, Philip. I just, oh my gosh. I still sort of feel that I'm in that place, that I'm
Right.
just sitting in that, I'm just out in this place where it's almost like nothing matters here. Wow.
Yes, that's
Really.
great. So you can take some of that higher level energy of pure potential. Do you feel grounded? Do you feel in your seat with your feet on the floor?
Actually, I'm probably not very grounded. I feel like I'm
Yeah, so
quite,
we want to ground it. We want to take that wonderful energy and then bring it down to earth. So
yeah.
just imagine yourself with your feet on the ground, and just you could be even tapping the top of your head, just grounding the pure potential into your heart and your head, your left and right brain, breathing and grounding the pure potential into your heart and breathing. Okay. When you're ready, you can open your eyes knowing that you're grounded and you have the field of pure potential playing out in your everyday reality now, those resources and awareness.
The universe is just funneling through me and going down
Mhm.
into the earth. It's really, really
Yeah.
very interesting.
And how does that feel?
It feels quite nice. Um, I definitely feel more grounded. I was feeling
Okay.
very heady before,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
now,
I noticed that. Yeah, and that's a
yeah.
thing. So sometimes people can just do the shift pretty quickly, and other times it does take a moment to take that beautiful energy of pure potential and awareness and bring it back down into the 3D reality we live in.
Mm. And it's interesting because where I'm feeling it more so now is where we started out. I was feeling that sort of. I felt like I was connected in my chest area with Orion, and that's where I'm kind of now. I'm still feeling that, but in it's. I feel more like that energy is sort of coming through here and going down into the earth.
Good.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, going back to your feelings about the original issue regarding your friend, what feelings do you have now?
I'm making a big deal out of nothing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Mountain out of a molehill?
Yep. I almost said those exact words,
Yeah,
Philip.
right. And yet there is sort of the practical, what are you going to do differently now besides feeling you feel more calm or more what?
Yeah, I think I definitely feel more calm.
Yeah,
I feel much more relaxed about it. I'm not feeling any,
relaxed. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I'm not feeling any frustration about it. I think I'm more compassionate about it. I think
that's good.
I started saying that, I want to be that because I understand that he's going through some changes. He's more alone and,
Hmm.
he trusts me. I'm looking at, I should, I think I need to look at it from that perspective that
Hmm.
I'm someone he trusts and I need to embrace that and be honored by that, that he feels that I'm someone that he can be himself with and he just needs a little support from me right now. And I should
Yeah.
just be able to be there and be that. And
Yes.
I can be.
And do you need to say anything about your own boundaries and your own time to him? Do you need to express that?
I think I'll find a way.
You'll find a way.
I'll find a way to do it that it's going to be coming from a place of this compassion and this understanding instead of from frustration, which could have ended up being disastrous. It's one of the reasons why I didn't want to say anything because I was afraid
Right.
that I would hurt his feelings, cause a fight or something. And
Hmm.
I don't feel like I'll do that anymore because I'll be able to do it from a much more heart centered place.
Hmm. Right. Because your heart knows.
Yeah. Hmm.
As things continue to shift or integrate, I just want to just mention this going to the field of pure potential, which is a kind of meditation. There is research backing this kind of approach to things, although clearly this is a leading edge approach to healing and consciousness. But if you take meditation, it helps with your heart health, your blood pressure. This has been proven many times. It changes your brains, how your brain is responding to different things, so it doesn't react. It's more emotionally balanced. It handles stress well. So there's been many studies on meditation, and people like Joe Dispenza has gone into the field of pure potential with meditators, and he's even checked their cells in their microbiome, and they've changed the enzymes have changed after being in the state of pure potential. And with meditators, this can last quite a long time, especially if you do it regularly. And of course, depending on the issue, you may want to return to this and do another relatively short period of pure potential, or just do it as a practice for a while, or periodically to deepen it, uh, to make the changes more sustainable and stronger. Margaret, any other thoughts about how things are landing for you now? I know it continues to integrate and shift.
Yeah, it sure does. Really interested in working more with Orion and this idea of pure potential because I sensed that there was a really deep connection to that idea of being in an expanded galaxy that where Orion took me and just the idea of that is the field of pure potential.
Hmm.
How I was experiencing it just out there in just space. And I was sort of taking all the little lights that were flashing around me, the stars and such, as being opportunities, and that were any one of them could have been the thing that would help me.
Hmm.
So I still feel that I feel that's really interesting, and I was really amazed at how quickly it shifted in this space of pure potential. Um, yeah, I found the process to be really, really deep, profound, and very, very helpful. So
Oh,
thank you.
oh, good. Yeah. and I look forward to what's going on with you after this in your relationships and using this process further.
Hmm. Yeah, no, not to be making a pun, but the potential is huge for this process, you
Yeah,
know?
there's infinite potential to this process
Yeah,
of pure
yeah,
potential, almost a play on words there, where anything is possible. Okay.
yeah, definitely.
Well,
Must be my
thank
new
you.
favorite thing, Philip.
Yes, well, it's a wonderful process, relatively easy. You can add the angels and going to the mystical place as well that maybe empower it even more. But it can work as a standalone with EFT and that wonderful affirmation opening now to the field of pure potential where anything is possible. Well, thank you, Margaret, for being in this, and hope things go really well for you.
Thank you, Philip. Thank you very much.
A follow up with Margaret a couple weeks later was quite impressive. She found the right time to speak with her friend and clear things up. He was able, because she opened up a space to express more of his loneliness and recognizing his dependency on her. And she was able to say in the right way, in a confident way, that she wanted to be there for him, um, but without feeling like it's an obligation or being responsible somehow for his happiness. And she felt it went very well, and it was a positive conversation that was going to continue the relationship in the right way for her. And she also had mentioned that she was practicing this pure potential field process throughout her day and combining it with the question, what else is possible? And she found herself being lighter and more positive and just boosting her mood and awareness. So that was a great follow up on what the pure potential process can do with relationships in this case. And by the way, it is not a substitute for medical help in case you need that too. So if you want a personal session to go deeper yourself personally, there's a link here on how to connect with us for an individual session for pure potential and super reality shifting and more. And if you want to learn training, how to do the process, how to become certified in this kind of spiritual healing, pure potential process, there's a link for that too. So until next time, keep growing, keep loving, keep healing.